didn't exactly start out the way you wanted for you being the coach, but I think making the playoffs exactly where you want to be.
Yeah, no question. It's been a strange year, certainly in terms of everything that this team has been through with all the changes, coaching and player-wise, and then obviously with the lockout too. So it's a nice feeling to know that we, clinch tonight, we're going to have an opportunity to make a run in the playoffs here. And obviously our focus now has just got to be to get better every day and make sure that we're ready for that first round matchup, whoever it is.
You play tomorrow, I know, but now that you're officially in, you got to be proud of yourself.
Yeah, it feels good. It certainly feels good. Obviously, there were times when we were wondering, if we had what it took to be a playoff team. And I just think the resiliency of our team. I'm a lot more proud of the team than anything else in terms of just guys pitching in all along the way and just finding ways to get points. Obviously, David's been a great backbone for us, but there's certainly been a lot of other guys throughout the year, especially guys like Biega and Crawford on the back end who've elevated all the way up through our D-core, and just a lot of guys stepping up at different times, so I'm certainly proud of them.
How do you approach the now?
Well, I think that we have to actually wait to see all the scores come in and see exactly, I got to sit back and look at the standings. We're playing to win tomorrow, no question about it. You want to go into the playoffs on a winning note, and you always want to try to find the most favorable matchup that you can. So, for us, I think the focus is still going to be go out there. And like I just told the guys in the locker room, our job now is to build our habits going into next week's playoff games and making sure that we're focused on getting better all the time and making sure that we're taking care of what's in front of us.
Did Chadd Cassidy show you anything to make you think, maybe we think about using him more?
He was good tonight, I thought. Obviously he got on the score sheet a couple of times there, which is great, and the pace of the game certainly didn't look like it was too much for him. I thought he was really good in his battles, too. Good details. He stopped and started on the puck. Obviously a lot of that is adrenaline. You see that with a lot of guys, first night in the league, they're amped up, so they play real well. So it's going to be the test of time for him, but I liked him tonight.
Balin looks like he's considering himself an AHL regular now.
Yeah, and that's the advantage of coming in from college and having a long junior career like he did, and then going to college and having all that experience, life experience, being a little bit older as a first-year player here. You can certainly tell there's a lot more poise out there with him.
Now that Trop was rest and Larson
is lower body. He's probably going to be a week, so he'll be questionable for next Saturday or Friday, depending on when we start.
Now that you clinch, we rest Legio tomorrow, let Hackett play?
That was our plan all along. Hack was playing tomorrow. We were just going to stick with the rotation that we had, with David getting the first and second and Hack getting the third.
Seems if you're going to go anywhere in the playoffs, you're going to have Luke Adam playing like he did tonight.
Yeah, and I still think Luke can get better. I thought he was good tonight. He certainly was around the puck a lot, and he attacked the net pretty well. I thought he was really good on the power play tonight. He supported the puck really well. He plays in the middle of that 1-3-1 and does a really nice job of being a good outlet for our D-core, and then he created some good chances. So, yeah, he was good, but he's just like everybody else. He's got to continue to get better. And making sure that he's around the puck on the breakout 5-on-5, stopping and starting on and coming out of our zone. But I thought he had a real good game tonight.
You're going to go into this playoff series, no matter who it is, the one or the two, as obviously the underdog and two teams that have kind of had your number at times throughout the year. I mean, when you played Texas, and obviously maybe won 2 games, and Toronto especially, you saw them yesterday, they tended to outshoot you by kind of a lot. I mean, have you thought about that already, about your plan going into that?
Well, I mean, the plan is obviously you always want to get better in your own zone so you don't have to spend as much time there and give up as many shots. But I don't know as if, we've really put a lot of thought into that yet, just in terms we had to take care of the business that was in front of us. And there's no question, Texas and Toronto are both really good teams. The Grand Rapids is a good team. We could see them as well. So, for us right now, our focus is just on our game more than anything. We're going to take a look at whoever we play and try to get the best game plan possible so we're ready for them. And hopefully that's going to involve a lot less shots on our net. But I want to get Dave plenty of work, too, and Hack, so they don't feel lonely back there.
Last year, this race went all the way down to the final line. It's only a day difference, but it's got to be nice now going into the last game, knowing that you've already clicked.
Yeah, it feels a lot different for the simple fact that last year, even when we won in the last day of the year, there were certain scenarios where we could be out of the playoffs. So that was obviously really nerve-wracking. We were at Lake Erie the last game of the year last year. Obviously going into last night, knowing that we had 2 home games and then another game on Sunday. In the last 2 games against Hamilton, a team that we've had a lot of success against this year, I thought we were confident going into this weekend we were going to get it done, but it feels good to get it done, Saturday night at home, because our fans deserve that. There's no question about it. They hung with us all year, and through the good and the bad, and that's why we have the best fans in the league.